Okay, so this is it, the final run, the final training run of my half marathon training block for Chester Half 2023. Sunday evening now. I wasn't able to get out this morning, but I'm out now for one final long run. Like I said, the final run of the block. Then we're going to roll into a 2-week taper, so let's dive straight in. Cover my week 13 training, my final week of training. Yes, this is it. This is going to be the last final training run, the 50-second run of the training block, or 50-second training run. It's going to be one final long run. It's going to be a 20k plus, just to get me to 70k for the third time in this block. I'm going to finish with a nice long run. It's going to be steezy or easy pace, probably slower than 5 minutes per k or 8 minutes per mile. One, because I need to do more of that. And two, because I'm nursing a couple of niggles. My left kind of heel, not the Achilles, probably below the Achilles, the one that wraps around the back of the heel bone, is quite tight and tender a little bit. I only feel it in the mornings generally, and sometimes at the start of a run until I get nice and warm. So I'm what, 3k in now, the heel kind of tightness is gone, but it is there. I am aware of it. And the other one is on the inside of my right knee, not the inner knee, kind of the inside of the leg, parallel to the knees. Just a bit of a, again, tightness and soreness there. So maybe they're linked. Maybe I've been compensating. So, but yeah, so I'm going to go nice and easy, finish off the training block, nice long run, get it in the bag, and that'll be training done. Roll straight into a 2-week taper, and like I said, race day is 2 weeks today. Week 13 of the final week of training hasn't gone to plan, which is a bit more familiar for me. Last couple of weeks have gone pretty much kind of untroubled, which is maybe a bit uneasy about how things were going. So I'm almost happy that a couple of niggles have shown the face and I've had to change a few runs around. That's kind of normal for me in my training. So Monday, the week started, it was meant to be just an easy recovery run on the back of week 12 Sunday run, but again I set off, and again I need to heed my own warnings. I failed to go easy or steezy. Legs felt pretty good. Yeah, I feel really good at the minute cardiovascularly, so I just kind of ticked along. Wasn't really watching the watch, I was just kind of on an explore kind of run, found some new routes. Yeah, ended up being about 11k in about 4:40 per k pace, so that isn't steezy or easy for me. That's kind of just below threshold. That's kind of it's not quick, obviously I'm quite fit at the minute, but it's not easy pace. But yeah, that was my bonus off plan run, which was meant to be steezy or easy. Ended up being around thresholdish, not quite threshold pace, just sub threshold pace, so quicker than I wanted, quicker than I expected. But that got a week off with some mileage. But again, as I mentioned in some of my tip videos, I probably should heed the warning, like I said, that had a bit of a knock on. So I normally run on Tuesday afternoon. That's my big block of window in the week to run, finish work. I haven't got the children, so I tend to have a couple of hours to myself. I tend to like to go out and get a biggish run in. But I set off and the legs were just jaded. Obviously I did a biggish run Sunday. I did a threshold kind of longish run on Monday, and this was now Tuesday, so it was 3 consecutive days. So again I had to end up changing the plan. That was meant to be a threshold run, but I kind of reconsidered, realising the previous day's run was pretty much threshold, that I could make the Tuesday run a bit more steezy and they would kind of counteract each other. So I'd switched them around almost. The bonus off plan run became a training run, and the training run became just an extra easy run. So you end up doing a 12k in about 5:08, I think it was the average. So nice, easy, steezy pace, that's where I should be. Slightly lower heart rate, but yeah, the legs were jaded. The legs were telling me that I'm at the back end of a training block. I'm 13 weeks in and I've run for 3 days on the bounce, so they will give me a bit of a warning. Hence why some of these kind of niggles have started to appear. So yeah, listen to the body as I normally do. Adjusted the run, made it steezy, not threshold. Kind of got it in the bag and moved on. So that was first training run done, but run 2 of the week done. So yeah, so then I rolled into a scheduled rest day on Wednesday. Did a bit of gym stuff instead, upper body strength and conditioning work. Again, give the legs a full break from any kind of impact or exercise. So yeah, rolled into a full rest day Wednesday in terms of leg rest anyway. And then Thursday, I realised obviously I've been feeling very leggy this week. I was just showing the signs of the end of a training block. And what normally flushes the lethargy out of my legs is a bit of speed work. They were just feeling a bit tired and heavy and not particularly fresh, which they shouldn't be at this point in the block. So yeah, so I decided, obviously there was speed work on the schedule, but rather than just doing a quick 4 or 5k blast, as was on the plan, I just altered it a little bit and decided to do an on-off workout. So again, working Ks and recovery Ks alternating. So the workout was 11k in the end, 5k working. So first K and last K were warm up and cool down, and the middle 4 were the recoveries between the reps. So yeah, all that details on the screen, but yeah, all the reps were about 410, I think, average, give or take 410 per K. So not my greatest speed session, but again, considering how the legs felt prior to the workout, I was pretty happy to get it in the bag. I did about 8 out of 10 for effort on the reps, so again, pretty happy with that pace at that effort with where the legs are right now. So that was Thursday evening. That was my my second training run of the week. And then following that, my next run was obviously Friday evening, which was my normal planned run. And again, the plan had a threshold run down, decent length threshold, say 12, 13k plus threshold, which is the window I tend to do quite a lot of runs in. Just the heart rate's working, but not anywhere near maximal, but it's not easy either, so you're getting some benefit from it. But again, I realised it was one of my last runs. There was only this one on Friday, and I knew today was going to be a bit more easy steezy, why I vlogged. So Friday, I decided to do one last final test. I did 15k, but I wanted to do it roughly where I want to be at half marathon pace. So I think I set off around the 4:30 per k pace and started winding it up as a progression run as I went along, finishing closer to kind of 4:10 pace with an average of about 4:25, I think it was. So it's just below kind of where I'm going to probably set off on race day. I think I'm pretty close to 90-minute pace, which is 4:15 per k. So I'm probably going to set off around that, 4:15, 4:20 on the day, and then judge it from about 10k onwards, whether I wind it up and empty the tank, or whether I ease off a little bit and get the race finished. But yeah, so 15k, 4:25 per k pace average, progression run. So I got steadily quicker as I got steadily more tired. I was happy with how that felt. The legs had reawakened a bit from the Thursday speed session and felt much better. So yes, that was the first proper workout I was happy with this week. But again, that's the way it goes within a training block. You're not going to be happy with every workout, but you get it done, you bank it and you move on. So that was my third training run, fourth run of the week done. So yeah, like I mentioned, today's hopefully going to be 20k plus. I think if I go above 20.5k, I'll hit 70k for a week. But actually that will only be the third time I've hit 70 in this training block. And again, I think at the start of the block when I planned it, I think my peak weeks were more like high 50s, maybe 60k a couple of times. So because my fitness has been there, I've allowed myself to crank up the mileage a little bit, which again has in turn helped my fitness. So yeah, today's going to be nice and steezy easy. I think I'm ticking along, hang on. Yeah, I'm ticking along at just over 5 minute per k pace, 5:10 nearly. I'm nearly 8k in, so I'm just ticking along nicely. It's a nice warm evening. Actually, finally, warm weather's finally arrived. So I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Got to carry water with me just so I don't get too dehydrated. Just gonna tick along nice and easy, get the 20k in the bag, and that'll be it. Week 13 done, training block done, and then like I said, I'm gonna roll into next week, which will be the first week of the taper, and then obviously the second week of the taper. Then that second week it's a race day. So yeah, pretty happy with where I am. I think regardless of what happens now on race day in 2 weeks time, I can't have done much more. I think, well, I know I'm the fittest I've ever been. Hopefully onwards and upwards, this is just a start, but I look back not long ago and I realised just less than 18 months ago when I did the metric marathon, which is a 26.2k race. I finished the half marathon within that race in like 1 hour 54, and now about 18 months later I'm training and hopefully aiming to go sub 90. So what's that? That's like 25 minutes off my half marathon in 18 months. Can't grumble about that if I get there. But either way, I think I'm on for a PB. My current PB is 1 hour 40, which was the last time I ran that distance in December when I did the 100-minute run for 100 subscribers. We're now obviously well past that point. If you haven't subscribed yet, here's a good point. Hit the button, join the ever-growing community with LARK Running UK. Like I said, I'm going to continue to vlog my training, hopefully offer some inspiration, motivation to every runner. Like I said, not all that long ago I just returned to running, probably 2 years ago now. I came back to running and I was, like I say, an average runner. I still am, but I'm making steps more than I thought I'd ever do. But just shows a bit of consistency, a bit of hard work and focus on what you want to achieve, and you can make quite large strides towards where you want to go. But yeah, I'll get this one finished. Thank you everyone for watching, as usual. Do appreciate everyone's taking the time out watching my vlogs. Drop any questions in the comments. Good luck with all your training if you're running for any races. So yeah, drop in the comments any upcoming races you've got or any kind of success stories in your life. We can share with each other a bit of motivation in terms of the strides we're all making. Like I said, at the end of last year I got PBs in every distance, and then this year, bear with me, yep, I broke them up apart from the half marathon so far. I broke the 5 and 10k again this year, my lifetime PB. Hopefully the half marathon will come again in these next 2 races. So again, share your success stories. Have you returned to running? Have you started running for the first time and run a distance for the first ever time? Doesn't matter how big or small, drop in the comments your achievements and we'll help and support each other. But yeah, I'll get this one finished, get in, get the legs up and kind of look back on a job well done, I think. But yeah, I'll wrap up there. Thank you for watching. Look out for the upcoming vlogs in the next couple of weeks and race day vlog, etc. I'll see everyone on the next one.